What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to feature a Forex trading competition between myself, someone who's never been a consistently profitable day trader, and Patrick Ryan, also known as TradeWithPat, who is I think a 13-year professional Forex trader. Now TradeWithPat is the owner of the Forex Robot Nation service, and he also sells a Forex Trading Signal service. In addition to his Signal service, he also has a YouTube channel where he posts a bunch of different videos related to pretty much all things Forex trading. Now by the end of this video, not only are you going to see whether or not I can beat TradeWithPat in a Forex trading competition, but you'll also get to see what the actual results are of the TradeWithPat Forex Signal service. I'll show you guys every trade the Signal service takes, and I'll show you how much money each trade either made or lost. Now, if seeing the results of just one Forex Signal service isn't enough for you, don't worry, because you're in the right place. Literally all of my content involves testing these different Forex Signal services and sharing the results. So if you want to learn more about how to make money trading Forex Signals, hit that subscribe, because I'm pretty much the only one who makes this type of content. Now let's take a look at the TradeWithPat Forex Signal service. Here's what we can expect from the TradeWithPat Forex Signal channel. 1 to 3 trade signals a day, and these are the exact trade signals that TradeWithPat is taking, so that if he wins, then we also win. Over 1,000 members in the VIP channel. We'll see if that's true in a second. Day trades and swing trades, stop loss and take profit included on every signal. 3 different analysts, including TradeWithPat. So by the sound of it, I'll actually be competing against 3 different professional Forex traders instead of just one. 1% risk per trade, a support link, and it looks like an affiliate link for us to generate our own affiliate links. Quick disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with TradeWithPat at all. I'm actually just seeing this affiliate link option for the first time. So I will tag the TradeWithPat channel below, but again, I'm not affiliated with him. I just think he makes some pretty cool content, and I thought this would be a fun video idea. By the way, he actually offers 2 different Forex Signal channel subscriptions. There's this Forex one, which is the one that I just subscribed to, and then he also offers another gold one. But the Forex one is one that I'm going to be competing against, and this one is priced at $55 a month. I'm already subscribed, so let's go take a look. Here's the channel, and you can see we've got 1,800, almost 2,000 members, so we can assume that TradeWithPat wasn't lying about the 1,000 plus subscription members. Now you can't actually fake this number right here by basically adding just like a bunch of bot members that you can buy, but there's an easy way to tell if that's what somebody's doing. Right over here next to each message, you can see how many people saw the message, and you can see that we're getting about 1,000 views on every single message, which is about more than 50%, 50 to 55% of the total subscription numbers. That's a pretty good indication that these are all actually real members, not bots. Let's take a look at the actual trade signals, like this one right here. The main thing to note is the 2 different take profit levels that we've got. Now, I haven't seen any suggestions from TradeWithPat on how to close off partials at each of the take profits, so I'm going to be using my own strategy. I'll show you guys what that is here in a second. But you can see that we're told when to close a trade early, and we're also told some other things. I'll see if I can find some examples, like moving the stop loss to break even, another close early, try stop loss move to entry price. So we're told when to do those kind of things. We're also told if we're supposed to leave a position, if we're supposed to close it early, close take profit 1. We're told when to do those kind of things. This is what you want to see from a Forex Signal channel, because if we're subscribing to the channel, we shouldn't be having to decide how to manage the trades ourselves. That is the responsibility of the Forex Signal provider. I also like how professional this channel generally looks. The format is consistent. It's all trades, trade management, or just analysis. There's no extra messages in here cluttering up the channel. Moving on, what you guys are looking at right here is my Forex Signal trade copier. I don't want to miss any of the TradeWithPat Forex Signals, but I'm also not on my phone 24/7, so this trade copier software helps me out. What the software does is every time there is a trade signal sent into the Telegram channel, this copier picks up on it and it actually executes that trade order directly on your MetaTrader accounts. It does this whole process automatically without you having to do anything. The best part is the trade copier runs 24/7, so even if I'm asleep when a signal comes in, I'll still be able to take the trade. If you want to learn more about the trade copier, as well as get a step-by-step tutorial on how to set it up, check out this video right here. Now you guys can see the TradeWithPat VIP Signal channel is connected to a $100,000 account. And in this message right here, TradeWithPat instructed us to risk 1% per trade, which would be $1,000. So you guys can see that is what I will be risking. With the trade copier, you can pick whatever risk you want. You guys can see we can use a fixed lot size, a fixed cash amount size, a fixed percentage. It doesn't matter. And for those of you guys wondering about things like moving the stop loss to the entry point, or closing a trade early, or even deleting a pending order, yes, the copier can do all of those things. What you see right here is a bunch of keywords that I've got input into the copier. Once the copier picks up on one of these keywords, it'll execute the action associated with that keyword. For example, if the copier picks up on this closed keyword in one of the signal messages, it'll close the signal that new message initially replied to. So this MetaTrader account right here is how I'm going to be tracking the performance of the Trade with Pat VIP signal channel. And whatever happens with this account, win or lose, it's the account I'm competing against.
All right, guys, it's Saturday and we've had a full week of trading since I filmed that first part of the YouTube, both from me and from Trade with Pat. Also, I was sick for most of the week, so my voice kind of sounds like death. I'm really sorry, but gotta make this happen anyway. My first trade right here was Tuesday morning, Tuesday the 19th of March. This was a buy order on the Euro CAD pair, and being true to me not being a good trader, as soon as I hit that buy order, price plummeted and nailed my stop loss. Also here on Tuesday the 19th, Trade with Pat put in a trade for an NZD USD sell limit order. This limit order did not get filled at all throughout the day, and Trade with Pat actually sent this message later in the day telling us to keep the position open over the night. Also on Tuesday, I actually took one other trade. I put in a sell order right here. I didn't chart it up, but you can see the arrows where I bought and sold, but it was a sell order, which means I entered here and then I got stopped out right up here. These two losses put me at negative $2,000 after the second day. So wrapping up day 2 of trading, I'm at negative $2,000 and Trade with Pat is in the lead, still at break even. Now, Trade with Pat didn't take any new trades on day 3, but he did delete that pending order on NZD USD. Since that trade was a pending order, Trade with Pat is still exactly at break even going into day 4. Now, I did take a trade on day 3. I put in a sell order on the pair GBP CAD around 10 in the morning. Now this GBP CAD trade that I took on day 3 would remain open throughout the entire day, so that by the end of day 3 I was still down $2,000 to Trade with Pat. Now day 4 is where it started to get interesting. Let's get into it. Right away at the start of day 4 of the competition, my GBP CAD trade from day 3 hit the take profit down here, moving me up $1,000 and putting me down $1,000 to Trade with Pat, who is still at break even. I also opened up a new trade on day 4, a buy on USD CAD, and this trade actually hit its take profit pretty quickly, moving me up another $1,000. So after being down $2,000 to start off the challenge, I moved back up to break even, tying Trade with Pat. Day 4 was a little busier for Trade with Pat. He started it off by sending us this USD JPY buy order. But then a few hours later, he sent this message telling us to close this order without it ever getting filled. Later that day, still on day 4, he sent another trade, an NZD JPY buy limit. And this limit, he told us right here to leave it open overnight. Without any new trades closing, Trade with Pat kept the score at break even going into the final day of trading. Now, day 5, the final day of our competition, I unfortunately got a little busy and I wasn't able to take any trades. With me ending the week at break even, it was now completely up to Trade with Pat to either win or lose this competition depending on how his trading day went. Trade with Pat started off the final day of the competition with another USD JPY buy trade. Just a few minutes after sending that trade, his NZD JPY trade from yesterday, this one right here, hit the stop loss. This loss put Trade with Pat down $1,000 overall for the week and gave me my first lead of the challenge, even though I was at break even and didn't actually make any money. Now Trade with Pat still had a couple more chances, one of them being this USD JPY trade right there. And later that morning, he opened a second trade, this time on the GBP JPY pair, another buy order. However, he ended up closing the first trade, the USD JPY trade, early for a minus $200 loss. Closing this trade early put Trade with Pat at negative $1,200 for the week. Now that GBP JPY trade from Trade with Pat is actually still open right now, and because of that, it won't be counted in the final score. So this entire competition comes down to this last USD JPY buy order that Trade with Pat sent around 4:34 a.m. If this trade hits both of its take profits, it'll gain Trade with Pat $1,500 and put him in the lead by $300. Unfortunately, that trade hit Trade with Pat's stop loss, losing him another $1,000 in the challenge and putting him at negative $2,200 overall for the week. This brought the final score for the week in my favor. I finished the week with $0 profit, and Trade with Pat finished the week negative $2,200 of profit. Now, just 1 week isn't really enough time to get an accurate idea of how profitable a signal channel can actually be. So if you want to see even more content where I review a bunch of different Forex Signal services over the course of several months instead of just 1 week, consider checking out this playlist right here. And if you get value of seeing the performance of these Forex Signal channels, channel, like the TradeWithPat service that I reviewed here today. Make sure to hit that like so I know to keep making more content like this. If you're someone who's been following me for a little while, you know that in every new YouTube video, I'm going to be announcing when new spots open up for my personal Forex Signal channel. Now, there are no new spots opening this weekend, but next weekend at the 1 month mark since the release of my Signal channel, I will be opening up 5 to 10 more spots. For the details on how to potentially earn one of those spots, make sure to join my free Telegram channel because I'll be sending details throughout the week. That will do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching and have a great week trading.